he hired us to design his house. And so that's nice the way that happens, because we get interesting people to work with and creative people to work with. And so in this case, we had a very limited budget. It's really a garage. It's a carport as a program and an outdoor room. So this is the existing house, and we renovated it, and then we added these few pieces on in the back that relate to the Southern vernacular. And here you can see the concept in these diagrams, and here's the hearth, a kind of Semperian hearth right here. This is existing, and this is new, and there's this beautiful tree, and this axis that runs through. And you can see the way that axis then allows the view from the interior space to pass through the center of the carport and outdoor living room to the rear garden. And here's the final resolution. This is the car park, the entry to the house. This is the tree, and this is the hearth. And so here you can see the final plan. And there's the tree. We worked really hard to save that tree because it was not doing so well, but here it is doing really well. And you can see this is porous concrete, and the tree goes up through the center of this trellis of Georgia cypress, and there's that view from the main space in reference to both the dog trot and the shotgun shack. And you can see that you have the privacy from the outdoor living room space, and also the privacy wall becomes an art piece. It frames the view of the tree at night when you drive in, and it floats there. We worked really hard not to let this touch either of those walls, but it floats above this ground plane. And then there's the hearth. So it's an outdoor living room. So that's the Domini Pavilion. And then the next project I'm going to show you is one of those magical type of projects, because now the clients have become some of my closest friends. This is the Village Vets in downtown Decatur. And this story starts with a dog that they gave me when I was awarded the commission. His name is James Brown. And I got him on the day James Brown died. So he is, I think, the incarnate. And if you've met him, you'll see what I mean. But he ate a rock about a week after I got him. And so if any of you have had to deal with vet bills before, this was about as much as a car to get the rock taken out of his stomach. But what was great is that it gave me the chance to really observe how the clinic worked. And so at that time, they were in a tiny space in Decatur, and I walked over there and saw how they were taking care of James. And I noticed that there was a euthanasia happening, and I noticed that the family had to then walk out of a very clinical space through the lobby and past very happy people with their animals. And I thought that should not happen. And so it really helped me to see how the space worked. And so I'll show you what I mean. So this is in downtown Decatur, 2 doors down from Lightroom. Here's the main stair that connects the 3 levels. There's a roof terrace. That's another thing, is they saw the Lightroom roof terrace and said, that's what we want. And this is the lobby with the steel wall. And then this is the doctor's offices here. This is the stray cat window that a bunch of stray cats hang out in here. This is the surgery suite in the back. And this kind of looks like a cat. There's the eyes and the eyebrows and the nose and the mouth. Don't tell anyone I said that. So here's the site right here. There's the Decatur Square. There's Decatur High School. And here's the idea, the concept for the project. And it happened that I had gone to Paley Park in New York, and that's a really interesting space. And so the idea here was to create an urban space that was nurturing and gave something back to the city. But then the chapel became the center of the building. And so it was one of the first vet clinics that had a chapel in it. And the chapel's there for the care of saying goodbye to an animal or when a family is waiting for an animal to come out of surgery. So it really became the center of the project and something very meaningful to these clients. So here you can see the chapel, the urban space that's inspired by Paley Park, the main street right here, and then the car park and entrance through the big dog dish. There's a kind of Barragan-esque dog dish right here by the door, and then the doctor's offices and the roof terrace. And then we worked really hard to integrate the landscape and shield the west-facing glass and hung these pieces of glass off the concrete slabs. And here you can see the spatial variety from the entrance into the courtyard. Here's the chapel. There's the big dog dish. And then